I started out like basically dragged into the music because I was consider myself, I couldn't sing, so my friends dragged me into the music, and along the way, I own my skill and stuff like that. Early in my career, I met up with Lone Ranger. He was the singer and I was the DJ, and we always switched. Yeah, honestly, because he found his notch and I found mine, and I started to sing, and we've been friends for like about what, almost 30 years now. If you see him, sometimes he sings, sometimes he sings. As much as though I live somewhere else and he lives somewhere else. But for me, with the music, it's just that I just had a love of the music. It was never about money. It was never about fame. It was never about anything. I just loved the music because my parents, especially my mother, she usually played the organ in the church. My sisters were on the choir. I was on the choir, but I get kicked off because I was a rebel. As I might look like a quiet person, but I was always a rebel, so I get kicked off the choir. So basically, I started singing early on. A guy named Tony Walcott, kind of bring me into the thing, and as I said, the rest is history. But along the way, I found out that I have a knack for writing, so I have tons of stuff. So we usually just go in the studio and record for people who give us the opportunity to record. So for me, seeing where the music is now, it's great. I mean, people might put label to it and stuff like that, but for me it is great, especially the young youths. It's a generational thing, and you have to understand it's a generational thing. We might not like it, but even nowadays, you never look against violence. In nowadays, there was violence in the dancehall. I've seen the amount of people I get killed in the dancehall is unbelievable. I cannot count on my two hands. Young youths get killed for no reason at all. So, seeing where the music has evolved to now is pretty good. Look at youth and do them thing and, respect them. Even me and Ranger started talking about one artist in particular, Mavado. And Ranger was like, do you know Mavado? And I was like, no. He said, yeah man, you know Mavado. And I was like, Ranger, remind me. Same place for the Gully Bomb. Come live a far, me live in America. And me go to Jamaica to hang with him. And the virgin have a son, Mikey Slow. And we usually go Tuesday night or Thursday night we go. Thursday night, we just go have fun, sing and DJ. And my father usually pass through with the crew. And usually DJ and Ranger say, I got a little youth there. And we said to Ranger, say, well, at least I have a good teaching. People might like him lyrics and things, but with certain things, him have it down pat because see the man he usually come and watch a man a DJ. And when he come and he warm up and when Ranger give him the mic and him DJ a little thing. Him and the crew. What the crew name again, Ranger? Maffadites, yeah, Maffadites crew name. So it's a generational thing here, sir. So we the thing we have there for after we gone it will be here, it might evolve to something else because our stuff evolve and we never know if it will evolve. Alright. For instance, I am 54 years old and this is the best time of my life and my career. I've been on the road for the last 6 years continuously. Been all over Europe, went to Japan. When I started out and I immigrated to America, I went to America and people was like, oh, your career done, and blah, 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 blah. You need to come back to Jamaica, blah, blah, blah. My thing was like this. I had a daughter and I made a commitment to raise my daughter for almost 13 years. And I was still recording for Coxsone and Jalife and almost anybody who sent a track come give me I voice. But for about 13 years, I raised my daughter. That was my thing. She was what now? 19 going to college. And that was my goal and I just put everything on the back burner. But I was still recording. People were still searching for my recording. And as much as I live in the bush, because I live in the bush, I don't live in New York or places like that. I live in Washington, D.C., here in the bush. And a couple of years ago, I think it was a Japanese sound, finally, and from the found on the internet, thank God for the internet, good or bad, it has good and it's bad, but I've never looked back, you know. I've been like for the last, let's say, 6 years in Europe with Soul Stereo, me a Ranger, other artists, went to Japan, so the music has involved, you know, as we talk about it, so you have to just go and enjoy it, and maybe you know like some of the lyrics or some of the things that they put out, but it's just a generational thing, so not on my part, so make Ranger if you part of it.